Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello everyone. Hello raiders. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello Delia and thank you for the raid. Oh my god. Hello everyone. Wait, don't bully me. Don't bully me. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Anyways, I am Claudia Katsumoto. I am part of Gen 1 of Tomopost, one of many cat girls. And I, on stream, oh my god, what do I usually say? On stream, I usually play FPS games like Valorant and Apex. And I also do art, and that is what I'm doing today. Let's go! So hopefully I can finish up this drawing. Go, 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 go soon! Yes, yes. Anyways, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in! Wah, wah, wah. Anyways, we have this summer drawing ready to go, ready to be worked on. Sheesh, sheesh. Maybe whether or not I should zoom this in more. Eat. It's a little. It's a little. Eat. Ah, that seems good. Okay. Anywho. Thank you, thank you! Oh my god! Thank you. Oh my god. What did I do? I'm trying to see chat, but it's got covered. Oh. Anyways, thank you! Glad to see that you like my art so far. Anyways, let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Mr. Retro. Hello, Dahlia. Hello, Maris Moo. We got hello, Mr. Retro. Hello, Kurota. Just started the stream, and I feel a little panicked because I was half awake, to be honest. I was just kind of dozing off onto my stream, like my loading screen, you know, for a hot minute, and then all of a sudden I hear the raid notification. Oh wow, right? And I kind of jolted a bit. Oh my god. Yes, take a nap or go to sleep. Yes. Sleep is good. Okay. But yeah, thank you so much. Anywho, let's get started on this. Man, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to work on right now. I guess I can work on the hair. Yeah, I don't even know what this layer is. What is this? That's the hair layer, but what's the one below? What is that? Anywho. Alrighty guys, so today I learned what a waffle stomp was. And oh my god, it was I was just on TikTok, you know, casually scrolling through you know, my For You page, you know, doing my usual thing. And then all of a sudden I see this story about how this guy found out that his wife of like, was it like 4 months or something like that? It doesn't really matter too much. It was that his wife does something called waffle stomping. And he was terrified after learning that information. He didn't know what to do with it anymore. He's like, what? It's a red flag, but what do I do with this? I can't look at my wife the same way. What if she's doing it right now as she's showering? Anyways, for those of you who don't know what a waffle stomp is, it is... Oh my god, how do I describe it? It is when one poops in the shower and then stomps it down the drain. Oh my god, I was trying to make it settle, but I don't think you can make it settle. Oh my god. Poopy feet. Oh, I can't imagine that. Yeah, that thing. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't wash their feet either. So I'm imagining that the same people who waffle stomp also don't wash their feet in the shower. So they actually do have poopy feet. What do you mean? What is it with me and poo? There's nothing. I just like talking about it a lot. Wait, what? Waffle eating foot fetish? That's a thing? That's a thing? Is that actually a thing? Oh my god. It's what you assumed. Okay. You scared me there. You scared me. I thought that was an actual thing. I kind of wanted to Google it. My Google history looks a little dangerous. I'm gonna be honest, guys. And it's not because I'm trying to purposely, search up inappropriate things. I just find out about them, right? Like the words, but I don't know what they mean, and then all of a sudden when I search them up, I'm like, that's not very appropriate. You know? You get what I mean? You understand? Mm-hmm. Okay, but like no one goes on my desktop, right? Absolutely no one. So I don't need to go into incognito mode, right? Right, guys? It's not needed. You know, sometimes I want to look back at my dumb questions and then remember to myself, oh yeah, this is what that means. Yeah, don't do that again. Mm-hmm. Man, oh man. Do I? Do I what? What is this question you want to ask me? Anyways, I'm fixing up the ears right now because I'm just realizing that, a bit off. I do want it more to side. Looks like it's more to the side rather than top. Oh, you do you. Oh my god, I missed the word. I missed the word. Sometimes when I read things, I don't read the whole sentence. I just assume some certain words sometimes. What it says, you know. I know a lot of people do that, right? And what it says, don't really comprehend it. Sometimes, you know, when you're multitasking. Multitasking. Yeah, but the only thing, right, for my stupid questions and my sussy Google searches, I only do that go in incognito mode on my phone because I know there's multiple people that use my phone sometimes. Like, so, you know, sometimes a friend will ask you, like, hey, can I borrow your phone because my phone's dead to, like, search up something or something like that, or, like, they just don't have it with them, you know, and it's just more convenient to use yours because, you know, yours is already out there. You know? You know? Anyways, I'm such a good friend at letting my friends use my phone. No questions needed. No answers needed. Oh, same here. I think most of my incognito searches... Let's see. I think... Okay, this is not a question that I asked recently, but like on the top of my head, the type of stupid questions I asked that I have left open on my incognito mode tabs are... Let's see. It's like, what is a prime number? Stuff like that. Things I don't remember. Or words I feel like I should know but don't know. Oh, actually, recently I searched up what does diabolical mean. I didn't know what it meant. I felt like I should know. Feel like I should know. Bum. No. No, I know what a prime number is, but those are the types of questions that are that are stupid that I search up sometimes. You know, like it's the same feeling as searching up what a prime number is. No, it's also been so long since I've taken a math class, so honestly, I probably would if it's give it a few more years and I'll actually Google search that. What do you mean? I can't let everyone know that I'm actually kind of stupid. Okay, that I only have half a brain cell, not even one. God. Wait. Wait, don't clip the stupid things I say. That's not what I wanted. Dum dum dum. Oh my god, it's Ben. Fuck. Oh. What's up, Ben? What's up? Anyways. You thought you knew what diabolical meant? Yeah, I thought I did too. And then I googled it because I wasn't so sure because I wanted to use it in a sentence. So I was like, wait a minute. I feel like I should double check on this just in case. It was a good thing I did. It was a good thing I did. Oh. That's on the wrong layer. Well. Time to copy and paste. Bam. How come that didn't work? I feel like that didn't work. Let me delete that layer. Eh? Whatever. We'll just work on this instead. This layer. That's kind of weird sometimes how English works. In certain regions, some words will mean completely different things. My mind will never not be blown. Yeah. You know, whenever it comes to big words that I'm not 100% sure on, I'm just gonna not use them. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make the bad mistakes. Oh, that actually reminds me. Okay. So there's this TV series, right, on Amazon called The Boys, and they have a spin-off of it, an anime spin-off of it called The Boys Diabolical, right? And I think that's where like I've seen the word be used the most whenever people talk about the show, is when I see it. I haven't really seen it outside of that though, like I don't know, TikTok maybe, and some people would use that and be like, oh my god, that's so diabolical. It'd be like one or two I see in my life. I don't even remember what the context is or was. And TikTok is huge. Ugh. So many different things on there. I should use TikTok. TikTok is life. Oh, I swear they have VTubers on there. I think, let's see, half? Oh, not half. A good chunk of the videos I see are of VTubers or anime related. It's not just a dancing app. It's not a dancing app, okay? Okay. Ooh! Erase some of the things I didn't want to erase. It used to be a dancing app though. Or at least that's what it was intended to be. And then obviously people changed it as they used it over time because it's just easier. But before, I think, I think it used to be Musically, right? And then whoever bought TikTok converted it into what it is now. I was in middle school out of Musically. I remember posting on it. It was bad. Oh my god, it was so cringy. But I'm glad that I think my account was deleted because I'm not 100% sure. But some accounts from Musically transferred over onto TikTok. So if you made like a stupid video on Musically when you were like 12 or something like that, and now have a TikTok, it's probably somewhere lurking on the internet somewhere. Oh man. Yeah. Gotta teach the algorithm what you like. Hit that like button or watch that video for, I don't know, watch that same video 5 times in a row. But sometimes I do that. Like, I like watching a TikTok, right? And then scrolling through the comments, and sometimes it repeats in the background. And whenever that happens, sometimes the people around me who are near me whenever I'm watching TikTok are questioning, like, what are you watching, right? Like, what are you watching for you to, like, have that audio keep on going on? When WAP was really popular, right? By Cardi B, a lot of people would use that audio for their TikToks, right? And it could be the most random thing because it was just popular to use. It didn't have to be a thirst trap, right? And oh man, my parents asked me what on earth was I watching because it's so explicit. The song was so explicit, and they're like, "What are you doing?" But yeah, sometimes I just don't pay attention. And I don't own a pair of earbuds or headsets that can actually plug into my phone, right? Because I have like what was it, iPhone X, something like that. And it has the charging port only, nothing for the earbuds, nothing like that. Sad, so sad. But it's alright. It's alright. Yeah. My sister's AirPods broke, right? When she had hers, and I don't really use them very much. Cause you know, I just don't like using earbuds, I guess. Like, I don't listen to music in public. I don't really watch videos in public either. So I just don't feel the need to use it, right? So I gave it to her. And I've never seen it since. Or I didn't really give it to her. I let her borrow it, you know? I said, yeah, you can borrow it for whenever until you get a replacement. That replacement has not come. I've not seen my AirPods since. It's been so long. I miss them, and I don't even use them. There are some situations where I find myself wanting to use headsets, like whenever I'm on like public transit, right? And I want to watch a video because it's, you know, it's a long time there. Nope. Cannot use them. So I just recently bought what's it, like the what are they called? You know, the thing that's you put your headphone jack in and then use the other end to put into your phone. That thing. Yeah, so I just have that now because I have only regular earbuds. Anyways, welcome in, Tori. The dongle, yes, the dongle. Okay, guys, I just, you know, sometimes my brain's a little slow, and that's okay, right? It's just, you know, things that happen. I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like the name Dongle. It's just so funny. I think this part's black, right? Like an off gray. Dark gray. Bum. It's fun to say, dongle. Dongle. Boom, boom, boom. Shade this in. Yeah, I don't like Apple and how they keep on changing things like that. I don't want to buy more things. I've been seriously like considering switching to I don't know, like Samsung or something like that, right? Samsung phone. Like, those look so cool, right? Samsung Galaxy, you know that ones that close too. I don't know which ones those are. Yeah, those ones look cool too. I kind of want to switch. But at the same time, like I have so many group chats, that have only iOS users in it, and we sometimes like sending each other game pigeon games and like changing group chat names. And in high school, I do remember how some people would just purposely exclude others who had Androids because they didn't like how it was green instead of blue text. That's what WhatsApp is for. You can use WhatsApp. Or like, I don't know, if you're like old, maybe Kick. I don't know. Wait, no, it did? Ah, fuck. Yeah, that's stupid. I don't like it when companies do that. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's a good tactic to making more money, but ugh. Fuck them. Does anyone even use Kick anymore? Because I doubt, like, middle schoolers and elementary schoolers now use Kick. There's no way. I haven't used Kick since middle school. I genuinely have no clue. No clue. I think I saw a Reddit post of someone, like, on Tinder who asked another person for their Kick and they thought it was funny, so they posted it on Reddit. Oh. Oh no! Hush, hush! We don't say those things aloud! They can't know that we know! Let's fix this skirt up. So today, I went, grocery shopping, right? In local H Mart. And I picked up some things. And I think you guys would like it. I picked up... Actually, let me count. Let me turn around. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 14! Okay. 14 different types of spicy instant noodles. And I'm not talking about like the Shin ramen spicy. No. No. That's barely even spicy. I'm talking about like the noodles that people used to buy for like the spicy noodle challenges you see online sometimes. Talking about those. Talking about those. And I'm planning on eating them on stream on Wednesday and then ranking them. So guys, please pray for my stomach. It's gonna be a wild ride. It's gonna be a rough one, guys. I don't know if I can handle it all. Yeah, I'd say I like spicy food enough. I mean, if I didn't like spicy food, I probably wouldn't be doing that. Right now I'm trying to figure out how I would try all of them, because it's a lot of food, right? So I'm thinking about like breaking the noodles, into 4s. And like eating it like that. Just pouring the whole packet in so that it's not as much food, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't think I can finish. How many did I say? 14 packets in one sitting? Oh, and one of the ones I got is actually udon too, so that one I'm most excited to try. It looks tasty. It looks yummy. I'm super excited. Super stoked. I'm trying to figure out how this top would work, and you know what? I give up. It's alright. It's alright. We don't need to make it like 100% accurate, you know? You know. Sometimes I get lazy with my art and just say fuck it, you know? Just do whatever works. What a crazy coincidence. I give up and then stream buffers. Yeah, yeah, guys, I ended the stream. Stream's over now. Go away. Get out of here. Go touch grass. Y'all know that VTuber fans don't touch grass. Imagine doing that. Imagine. Isn't it's erasing well? Oh. Is that the thing with bark? No, I think they're like, they have like petals or something like that, right? That's what grass is, right? And I'm pretty sure it's like blue? Oh no. Because whenever I wake up, the sky's always black. Is that normal? I heard that it's supposed to be blue, but every time I wake up, I don't see it. What's up with that? Oh, sleep schedule. Never to be fixed. Ever in my life. I'm gonna keep it that way. Oh, recently, see, so one of the VTuber assets I made before was like, having your hands out, right? And showing something off so that you could put something in it. Someone recently used it, and, they put some grass in their hands and then captioned it, "Here, I got some grass for you." Oh my god, it was so funny, so cute. I wish I thought of that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I think I want to work on the eyes because the eyes are kind of creeping me out now. Like everything else looks pretty much close to done, right? And then you have these eyes just staring into your soul. Anywho, let's see. What do we want to do? I don't know if I want to erase it, but let's make a color palette to the side for the eyes. Oh. Name that eyes. I want to make sure that the colors are like well saturated enough. So that when we actually color it, it looks pretty cool. Okay. You want to start with making this gray first? Hello, welcome in, Yaour ID. We got a cute cat. Of course I'm cute. Always cute. Alright, let's start off with this basic tone. Actually, I didn't even color that gray. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confuzzled. Oh, what is happening? Pen tool, please. Welcome in, Hyper Virtual Extreme. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, right now we're just coloring eyes. I need to figure out how to do this well, though, because I'm not... It's at 11 going on so far, but... Ooh. Thank you, thank you! Glad that you think it looks cute. That's the goal. That's what we want. I'm gonna go even darker here. Let me make it even purple. Pupils. Let's actually get rid of the line art here. We can just darken the edges with a darker color instead. Well, actually, let me zoom this out for you guys so that you can see it. Wow! Wow, 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 wow! Oh, I just realized I might be on the wrong layer. But it's okay, I can just combine things. We will... Oh, yeah, it's definitely the wrong layer. Oh, no! Oh! It's alright. It's alright. Thank you! I would hope so, I would hope so. I would like to be, at least. Yeah. I feel like there's still a lot of improvements I could do with my art. I think some of it just like stems from laziness and not wanting to do certain things. But yeah, I think I'm getting to a point where I can like my art a bit more. Before I used to actually like really despise how my art looked. But then I practiced a lot. And now it's at a point where I can be confident with it. Show it off. Show it off. Yeah, especially in some of my classes in school, I used to be super embarrassed with showing the other students my art because they were so good, right? I was like, I don't want them critiquing my art. They're gonna shit on me. And no, they would never do that. They were always so nice. Really, with artists, I feel like their biggest hater tends to be, oh my god, hater. But yeah, the people that tend to be the most, I guess hateful sometimes can be themselves. But it's important to have a good amount of confidence so that, you know, it's me optimistic. People hate your art. I feel like being optimistic, being confident in your art is one of the good steps to improve as well. Then you know your strengths and your weaknesses as well. Then you know what to work on. If you're constantly hating on your art, then it's hard to see what certain aspects you should work on sometimes. Oh, I think it's looking pretty good so far. Yeah, the eyes are nice and glowy. Get rid of this. Pew! And I want to use... Actually, I can just color pick the white here, can't I? Yeah. for some highlights. I think this looks pretty cute. Yay! And the eyes are coming together. Oh my god, after making the eyes, this looks instantly better. Instantly better. Before it looked like I was staring straight into your soul, about to gobble whatever was left of that terrible, dark, crusty heart. Oh my god. Anywho. Let's see. Let's go to the line art layer. Neat. Worried about making the mouth too big. It's good though. Oh, my legs. Oh my god. Like sitting on my foot right now because I like saying crisscross applesauce in my seat. No, the real gamer position. It just makes me feel most comfortable. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, that's ugh. You know the feeling every time your foot falls asleep? It's like sand. Hate it. I hate it. Oh my god. It just like hurts so much or feels like really tingly every time you try to move it. Ugh. Ugh. Too long of limbs. I feel like my limbs are kind of short. I don't know. I'm not. I think I'm average height. Average height. Pretty good. You know, decent. Kind of tall. Taller side, but not like. I don't know how to explain it. You know, it works well enough. You know, maybe it's because I have a big gamer seat. Big gamer seat. It's able to contain all my limbs into it. Oh, girls are. Oh, did I? Girls? 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 I don't know how to speak. Always. You know, one day I will have a stream where I don't mess up on my words. Eventually, right? It'll happen someday. Yes, they are pretty pog. Pretty cool, pretty swaggy. Make these eyelids a little shiny. I like the lights in them. Kabam! Kapow! Oh. Have any of you guys seen the TikTok trends of like going to the Minions movie? Like suits and shit? Oh my god, it's gone to the point where some of these people are absolutely crazy. Shit. I don't know how it started or why it started, because to be honest, I don't really quite understand it, but it's kind of funny seeing like a whole bunch of like teenage boys going to the movie theaters in full out suits and then like clapping at every like important scene in the Minions movie. Oh my god. There's this guy who brought, I want to say, I don't know how many bananas, but like it was a full trash can full of just bananas and he brought it into the theater just cuz. I don't like Minions like bananas, but Man, it was wild. It's pretty funny though. It's pretty funny. I find it pretty funny. I know some people have been making messes in theaters because of it, which not Pog, because they're being paid minimum wage, guys. Please. But yeah, some people have been like making total messes in the theaters, and it's oof. I feel bad for the people who have to clean it up. Like they would throw popcorn everywhere, candy everywhere too, and leave the ground like super sticky and gross. But most of the time it's pretty harmless. It's just funny. Like, if you're just going in suits, no one cares. If anything, it's just a little silly. Oh my god, your friends thought about doing that? The suits. I kinda want to do that, but I don't want to sit through the Minions movie. He's so boring. I don't know, maybe I can like bring my 7-year-old cousin with me to do that. I don't know. Oh, there is another TikTok trend going on right now where you pretend to be doing your like younger siblings or younger cousins or younger whatever, right? Makeup and telling them that you're just doing, you know, a regular glam look, or, you know, drawing like a butterfly on their face or something like that, right? But instead you're drawing a fucking minion on their head. Oh my god, and all these kids are just crying immediately afterwards too. It's so funny. Oh my god. These poor kids. These poor kids. They just don't know. They simply just don't know. I don't know, I find it pretty funny though. Tempted to do that. Make my younger cousin cry. Right? I've been the youngest for so long, right? For how long? For 14 years of my life. I was the youngest, okay? In my family. Right? Youngest sibling, the youngest cousin. Both sides of the family. I was the baby. The baby, right? And then all of a sudden, my aunt decided to have a kid, right? And so, I received a younger cousin. She is very tiny. She was very small. She is a child. And I really want to do that trend. Make her a minion and make her cry. Just cause. That's what my older cousins did to me. So she needs to have the experience too. She needs to have the trauma as well. Can't be just me. And no, I don't think it's that cruel. It's just, you know, it's a harmless prank, you know? Well, probably not to her, though. Probably not to her. She'd hate that. I don't know. I have a feeling that she probably wouldn't cry. She'd probably just, like, deal with it. She'd just be like, oh, this is not what I expected. Okay. And I'd consider her a pretty well-behaved kid. Well-behaved kiddo. It's a bit darker. Guys, stop making fun of me! I can't help it, okay? Okay? Sometimes my words just like slur together. Big slushy. It's like a slushy. Slushy of words. You just blend. Sometimes I think like, how are you doing? You know, like I want to say that versus like, I don't know, are you doing well? So that ends up being like, how are you well? I don't like it. I don't like it. I think the universe just hates me sometimes. Just hates me. Oop. Okay. Damn! My eyes are piercing right into your soul. What do you mean? What do you mean? You know what I got turn you into, guys? Wait. I can't speak. No, it's happening again. It's happening again! Do you guys know what I turned you into? Turn you guys into simps! Hardcore simps! Alright? Not for me, but I teach you how to be simps, okay? Nothing wrong with being a simp. Alright? Especially for VTubers. Oh my god. I have... How many money's worth? Too much! Too much VTuber merch right next to me. Sitting right next to me. It's what I like to call my simp corner. Alright? AKA the virginity corner, okay? Alright? That's how you simp for VTubers. Buy all the merch you can. Throw your money. Let's go. Dollar bills. Flying in the air. Ping, 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 ping. That's what I do every time I see my favorite VTuber streaming. I throw my money. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now if I can't throw money at them, right? Physically in real life, right? Gotta buy their merch. VTuber simp. Everyone hates the simp, right? Right? I don't understand why people consider being a simp is bad. I don't understand. It just means that you like a person a lot, right? Whether it's like streamer, influencer, just another person in your life, I guess. Want more people to simp for you? Well, you gotta be a cute anime girl first. That's the easiest way. I can't help you after that. Cannot. You're on your own after. Mm-hmm. Overly devoted to someone because of their gender? I don't know, but like for most things that I see online, right? I feel like it's pretty much harmless, right? Because I feel like there's a line for it, right? Like it's just a fun word to throw around sometimes. And then there's also the people who are like deeply into parasocial relationships or like borderline stalking some people for it. But yeah, I think nowadays most people who use it is just pretty casual, just fun stuff, you know? It's a fun word to use. Simp. And for all the VTubers. Yes! Oh yeah, casual stalking. Like on social media. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know my fair share of that. guys ever go so deep into the rabbit hole of social media stalking? You know? The point where all of a sudden you find yourself stalking like 5 new people. Not actually stalking though. Don't do that. We don't do that here. Wait. I was on the wrong layer! How'd that happen? How'd that— no wonder why things weren't looking the way I wanted to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, we figured it out. Okay. I think that looks glowy and cool, right? Oh, can I make this extra glowy though? Ooh. 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 Oh yeah, that's actually kind of cute. Yes, join me in my stalking activities. Yes, watch me stalk all of my old high school classmates, see what they're doing now. Oh my god, that actually reminds me. Recently, I decided to go on Instagram, right? I don't go on Instagram too often, but when I do, I always get so surprised by the information I get. Some of my old classmates are married now. Married. Some of them are planning on having kids too. Oh my god, it's crazy. I can't imagine it. Being married and having kids at 20? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even decide what I want to eat for, like, lunch or dinner. Why don't you just decide one day, you know what? I'm gonna get married at this age. I'm gonna get married right now. Oh my god. So young in my opinion. I remember talking to my friends about it and being just super stunned, right? And some of my friends were like, yeah, that's just normal. That's normal. Some people get married that early, but when it actually happens to like your acquaintances, it's I don't know how to understand the feeling. How to understand, no, not how to explain the feeling. You can barely remember what color your hair is. My hair is purple. Yes, it is purple. Right, guys? Yes. We're looking at it right now. And pink. Oof. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely awkward. Oh man. Super awkward when that happens. Not as awkward, but definitely weird for sure. It's a weird feeling. I haven't seen any posts of those, thankfully. And I do assume sometimes that the people who don't go on social media, if we were to find out, like not find out, but sometimes I wonder, since I'm not active on social media too much on like my personal accounts with my old high school friends and classmates and stuff like that, right? I wonder if they ever, think about me and wonder what I'm doing in life. You know? Because I just, like, all of a sudden went MIA one day and it's just like, yeah, I don't feel like posting anymore on, like, any of my social medias. Like, I know a good chunk of my old friends still use Snapchat and definitely Instagram. Some of them are TikTok. I have, like, multiple accounts, too. And for some of them, obviously, I do, like, turn off my contacts there so that they can't find me. I try my best to make sure they don't find me. I don't want them finding me on some accounts. Do I have any big art goals? Oh, that's... I Ah, big art goals. I mean, there's stuff that I want in terms of improvement. I would like to get a job in the future regarding art and work for a big company. Maybe like, I don't know, just throwing this out there, like Ride or something like that. That would be nice. That would be nice. But as for anything else, I don't really know, because I don't feel the want or the need to necessarily implode because of my art skills specifically, right? I would obviously like to see growth in terms of my Vietnamese accounts, right? And I guess art goes along with that, but I don't want to be known for like my art specifically. I want to be known for my personality, my streams and stuff like that, you know, and have people enjoy watching me. Riots, but you have to share your space with League people? Okay, guys, I already share a space with a League player. My roommate plays League on the daily, specifically more in terms of TFT, but you know, it's just nice. It's a company that I know, that I played their games a lot before in the past and still now. It's just throwing it out there. I mean, I wouldn't actually want to work with them because of certain stuff that's been going with them in the past, and even now. I haven't heard about any bad things about Riot now, but they did have a lot of things in the past. Kinda sussy stuff, like I think one of their leads used to... What did they used to do? I think one of them, like straight up just would fart on top of their colleagues just cause, without their permission. I don't think anyone would give their permission to let you fart on them. That's kind of weird. And stuff like that. I'm just... Yeah, I feel more wary of companies like that, because I do like game development. I like game development a lot. Game companies. I'd like to work at one. I don't know. A lot of people, for some reason, a lot of people I know, I specifically don't like mobile game companies like Zynga, even though they're pretty big. They're like, yeah, I wouldn't want to work for them. I'd rather work at a smaller company that makes like PC or console games. I'm like, yeah, I guess you do you. But man, some people really hate mobile games. They just straight up say that mobile games aren't games and that they shouldn't be considered games. Like, damn! You know, I enjoy my fair share of Candy Crush sometimes, you know? We also have a lot of other games like Genshin Impact, like Arknights, stuff like that. No. I guess gacha games tend to be the most popular in terms of mobile. But... I mean, at least in this community they are. But overall, like Candy Crush and games like that tends to be pretty popular among just everyone, I guess. But yeah, some people I know really hate them. They're like, yeah, I would never ever work on a mobile game. It's so weird. So weird. Yes. I am much bettered. I am pretty much recovered from that. Don't you worry, guys. I just had a little scare with it. How do I explain it? How do I explain it? Oh. So basically, what happened on that day, the day that I had to cancel stream, was I had like extreme pain in my lower back, and that's where your kidneys are, right? So I was a bit concerned I had like a kidney infection or something like that, because it was the worst pain I had ever felt in my life, right? And it was concentrated in that area. So I thought, oh no, I need to get a new kidney or something. Oh my god. I went to urgent care, got things sorted out, said that I don't have a kidney infection, that it was super weird. that it was just there for one day and then gone. So yeah. Planning on going to a specialist soon to talk about that. Other problems. Oh yeah. Don't you worry, guys. I am A-okay. I'm A-okay. It was just super weird. Yeah, I was not in anything life-threatening, so don't you worry. Or anything necessarily bad, I guess. Bum, 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 bum. I get to put some color in my face. Let's do that. Wowie. I kind of like the orangey blush look. Let's do that. This is more of a red that's towards the orange side rather than pink. I don't know if it would work well with this, but I definitely want it to look flushed in a way. Let's work on that. Oh. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, that's so cute. Look at that blush. Oh my god, what is that on top though? There's something there that I don't like. What layer is that on? Oh, it's the hair layer. That's so weird. Okay, let's get rid of that blush for now and erase it. Okay. Blush! Yay! My favorite part. I feel like blush just instantly adds to your art, you know? Wow. Yeah, that's a little too saturated. Okay, I got a little too happy with it. Too happy, so let's lower it by half. And then we can put some on the lip. Not too much. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that color to the top here. And bring it along towards the center as well. Now just look a little bit sunburnt, you know? Out in the sun, so might as well. Wear your sunscreen, guys! Wear sunscreen every day. Don't want to get skin cancer to you. Wear your sunscreen. Anyways. Ah! This is looking so cute! Yay! Yeah, the blush really helped with that. I'm gonna add a little highlight to the lip too. Some shadow to the little thing. Save that. Oh man, I don't want to lose my progress. Imagine if Photoshop had just crashed on me. I forgot to save. Oh man, I would cry. I think I would cry. Yeah, I definitely want to add some more color to the shoulder as well. Definitely to the elbows. I don't know if I can on the shoulder right here, because it feels a little weird, actually. Just like that slightest amount. I'm gonna redo the shading in the elbow, because I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. Get really see the knees, so. I know some people also like adding color to the chest. Popular spot to put. I think that's looking pretty good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me readjust myself in my seat. Ah! Okay. Okay, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, what's that on my screen? Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, so I saw this small part right here, right? Of color. This thing right here. On my screen. And I thought it was something on my tablet itself, so I tried wiping it off and... Sometimes it just happens. It's alright though. Ooh. Guys, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Oh man. I guess right now I could work on the pose. I think that would be the best thing to do right now. On top. Do it here. Oops. Then alpha lock that. I'm gonna remove this right here so that we can work on it. Okay. Okay, rip the water. It's so fun and cute, oh my god. Anywho. Oh, it's the skirt. Oh no. Okay, I don't... Okay, so in the reference photo I have for the actual swimsuit, it doesn't have any pleats, but it's like tighter on the top. I didn't want to outline it, but I think we can make it work by just making it super dark in certain places, like here, here, here. Make it really look like it's scrunched up, you know? No, don't look at my thighs! God! Stop looking at them! What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Water could be more see-through. No, I'm hiding it from you guys. Not allowed to see it. It's too lewd. Too lewd. Stop it. Stop it. You guys are silly. Silly gooses. Silly geeses. Anyways. Bum 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 bum. I kinda wanna make this more quick. I don't know how to make it more... What's the word? What's the word? Simple? It's not quite what I'm looking for. But there's some artists that like shade clothing so simply and it looks good. I'm not one of those people. I don't know how to do it. testing out the waters right now. We're testing it out. Let's see how it goes. Anyways, welcome in! Oh no, how do I say this? You were yes! Gus. I see the last 3 letters. Hello, welcome in. I'm so sorry for butchering your name. I'm so sorry for that. Anyways, welcome in, welcome in. Drawing right now. And we are, I think, I want to say we're almost done. I mean, not really. Because I do want to refine the background a bit more. Or maybe I can just blur it. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just blur it. That makes things a lot more simple. But I kind of don't at the same time. I'm not too sure. Yeah, clothes are super difficult. I will never... I mean, hopefully not never, but as of right now, I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I can just draw clothing without a reference. So difficult. The people who do it amaze me. Always do. Always will. I'm gonna make sure I do this part to make that darker. I also want to be able to make sure that I can... This looks good. Even with the color... Color... Oh my god, even with the water covering it. Because I want to have another version where it's just this by itself without the water. Because that's a PNG. Anatomy is difficult, man. Sometimes I try so hard and it just doesn't work. This is good though, right? Lighting... Art in general, yes, art in general. Oh my god. Every time I look at other people draw, like in my classes, like the really good ones, I just think to myself, man, how do they do it? Because they get to such a good level, like professional level, right? Just while in school, right? Without needing extra classes. Like, they could just submit their portfolio to like a game company for concept art, right? And they would immediately get accepted. They don't even need school. What are they doing here? But yeah, scary to think how how competitive it is out there in art. That line art I see there. Is that what that little line is? It is! Oh, no, that's the skin layer. I also labeled it. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I think it's just easier for me to just shade in like this than how it would have been if I drew them in. I think if I drew them in, it wouldn't have quite looked as good. Or looked quite right. Oh man. Oh my god, guys. Do you know what I forgot to eat? I forgot to eat. Like, my sentences, sometimes I think one thing and then I, like, immediately skip a part of my sentences sometimes. I meant to say, you guys know what I forgot to do? I forgot to eat. Instead, I said, you guys know I forget to eat. Man. Okay, but after my roommate comes back from work, I think I'm planning on hop out with them. I was gonna eat, like, a light snack beforehand. But yeah. Sometimes that just happens. It's alright. It's alright, guys, right? Right? English is hard. English is hard sometimes for me. I don't know why. Do not know why. It sucks too, because like, it's okay if I mess up on English a lot, right? As long as I know another language too, right? And then it just, you know, it's okay, because I know another language. But I don't! My Vietnamese is so ass that sometimes it's just... I can't understand it. I will try to say some words, and they're like, huh? What'd you say? What'd you say, sweetie? Can you repeat that? And then I repeat it, and they still don't understand, and I just cry. Just cry. I want to cry sometimes. And at that point, I'm just like, it's okay, it's alright. It's with some adults, I'll try to speak Vietnamese to them, right? Because they're more comfortable with Vietnamese. And then when I do try, they don't understand. So then at that point, I just say things in English. If it makes you feel better, I also can't understand Viet. Okay, that's different. That's different. Okay, are you Vietnamese? Are you Vietnamese? Yeah, it's okay because Ayumi understands the struggle sometimes. Oof. And then my parents also get upset at me when I don't know Vietnamese, right? Like it's not my fault you didn't speak it to me when I was younger. They used to, right? Back when I was in like preschool and younger, they used to talk to me in mostly Vietnamese, and then they stopped because I really struggled a lot with learning English in preschool. I remember this specifically, how I could not speak to my classmates sometimes because I just didn't know the words. Like I knew what I wanted to say, but I couldn't formulate the words. And that's how it is for me right now with Vietnamese. Yes, Vietnamese food is pretty good. Oh my god, it is so good. I love Vietnamese food so much. Oh my god. Not biased or anything like that. No, me biased, never. Why would I? But yeah, Vietnamese food, so good. If the only thing you've ever tried is pho, and if you did like pho, I highly recommend you trying this spicy, if you can handle spice, this spicy beef noodle soup called bún bò Huế, right? And if you can't pronounce it, it's fine. If you tell them spicy beef noodle soup, they will most likely know what you're talking about. Unless they have another spicy beef noodle soup that they have in the store. And in that case, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you. But it's super good! Super good! Oh my god. It is so good. I say a lot of other Vietnamese people I know say that bún bò Huế is their favorite noodle soup. One of their favorite foods. It's just hard to beat. Hard to top. It's just that good. There's also this thing called bánh cuốn. That's pretty good. And it's basically like thin rice paper. Not like the one you see in spring roll. It's a bit thicker than that, and a bit not as chewy. And it's wrapped with ground pork and mushroom. It's really good. So good. No, there's no Vietnamese places near you? No! Aw, that sucks. Vietnamese food is so good. Everyone should try it. Everyone. Unless you have food allergies. And can't eat raw vegetables. Either. Yeah, don't do that. Vietnamese food has a lot of fresh herbs, fresh vegetables. There's a lot of texture. It's so good. Ah! But I unfortunately have a really difficult time eating raw vegetables. So whenever I eat it, I have to limit myself. Otherwise, I will throw up because my body, for some reason, doesn't like raw fruits and vegetables, right? I will take like several bites and then be done. It makes me so sad. But yeah, there's also a lot of seafood too. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, bún bò Huế. Yeah, that's how it's spelled. Bún bò Huế. I don't know how to do this part. We're just gonna leave it as is. It works, right? Right, guys? Hello, welcome in, Ghost Bully. Oh, I also forgot to say hello to you, Meowie. Oh my god. Welcome in, Meowie. Welcome in, Ghost Bully. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot right now for this drawing. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna add some blue here for highlight. I say blue, but that's actually purple. It looks blue to me, though. Because I always appreciate the lyrics. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Bum bum bum. Yeah, art streams can be... they're pretty just chill sometimes. You don't really need to talk. Get that feeling. Yeah, right now I'm doing like the kind of like scrunch thing that they have for this. I want to describe it. Pretty good. It looked pretty good if I say so myself. Okay, skirt for now is done. It looks really odd since the top isn't isn't colored or shaded. But now we shall shade it. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look great, guys. I'm so excited. Whee! Speaking of Vietnamese food, there was this one time in middle school where we had to show bring our cultural food in school and, you know, have everyone try it. We had like a big potluck. It was fun. It was fun. Except, all right, except here. Let me put in more background. So I decided to bring Vietnamese spring rolls, right? The one that's wrapped in rice paper and it had some pork, shrimp, some veggies and herbs in it, right? So it had lettuce, mint leaves, and I think raw bean sprouts. Yeah, the typical things that you put in it. And yeah, it's food that I like, so I decided to bring it. And you know, it's also easy to make, so that's why I chose it. So when I brought it, most people were nice about it, right? They ate it. That was yummy. There's this specific group of kids that I remember that decided to play around with it and make fun of it, and it made me really sad. Oh, so what they did was like kind of like put it in their hand and like wiggle it around and then use it to like kind of swords to like flop in front of each other, and they were grossed out by it. They'd be like, ew, what are you doing? Right? I don't want that near me. Oh man. Oh man, it's not even anything weird either, right? Even if it was like more on the weird side, that's kinda weird, kinda disrespectful. My guys, not cool. But ever since that day, I've been like super nervous to bring any Vietnamese food to potlucks, except for like egg rolls and stuff like that. But egg rolls are so boring. wants to bring egg rolls? Right? Everyone brings egg rolls. That's what people usually do. I mean, obviously it's good, right? Wouldn't bring it if it wasn't good, but... Jeez. Jeez. It's okay though, guys, because my teacher at that time really liked the food. Thanks me for it. So yes, all worked out in the end. Oh no, this is the roughly bit. Oh no! I don't know how to color this. I just kind of said fuck it when I was sketching it in. I guess that works? I don't really know how to do this part. Shade the rest like that, make it pretty light and bright. Ruffles have purples, but and I love Ruffles chips. Oh no, they're just so tasty. Ruffles, let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to think of my favorite Ruffle flavors right now. I like the cheddar ones. I just like cheddar Ruffles. Oh man, those are so good. I used to eat them up all the time. I like Ruffles because of how they're like thickly cut compared to Lay's. I don't like Lay's as much. Oh. Ruffles are the superior plain chip. Thank you, thank you. They're so yummy. Anyone who disagrees, you're just wrong. You're just straight up wrong, okay? You don't have good taste. You don't know what you're talking about. And but superior chip out of all the chips to exist, you know what it is? It is hot Cheeto fries. Oh my god. I don't know what it is about hot Cheeto fries, but I could eat a whole bag. Even like, I could totally eat 3 bags in one sitting if I really wanted to, okay? I'm not gonna do that. Obviously, that's unhealthy. But I totally could. And I have eaten like a whole bag to myself in one sitting, right? It's not like the little fun size, you know, single person chip. It's like a pretty decent size. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like a piece of printer paper. That big, I guess. And it's so good. Oh my god. It's like, it has a perfect texture, the perfect taste, perfect everything for it to be just the most bingeable chip to eat. It's that good. That good. Guilty of eating an entire family-size bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Oh man, Cool Ranch Doritos are so good too. I don't know if I could eat those in one sitting though. Like, they're good, right? I could eat a big chunk of them, good chunk of them. I don't know about a whole bag though. Oh my god, if Hot Cheeto fries had a family-size bag, oh no, I would, it'd be over for me. It'd be over for my health. I'd be dead. They're just so good. They're just so good. I don't know what it is about them. It's delicious. Absolutely scrumptious. Now you want to go and snack? Snacks are yummy. Snacks are super duper yummy. Oh my god. That's gamer hours. Oh, let's go gamer hours. That's always when you get the munchies. To eat. Gotta eat. I know. I feel like snacking late at night just hits different compared to doing it in the afternoon or evening. Just something about it. Something about it. Bum, 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 bum. I want this to have a softer look. Not quite working exactly how I want it to, but working well enough. There's like a little bow here. You guys can't really see it because it's being covered my arm. And my arm. Let's save that for now. And let's look at my work. Look at the progress. How far we've come. Wow. Wow. Okay, now back at it. Really, this part is a little too blue for me, so let's bring it down just a bit. Okay. Save that. Take a big stretch. Oh my god. I'm dying. I'm dying, guys. Okay, again, big stretch. My back. Sitting in my chair for too long, guys. Make sure to stretch too, guys. I want you guys to stretch too. If you've been sitting all day, right? Get up. Big stretch. Big stretch. Okay? Okay? Make sure to drink some water as well. And I will do that too. Drink up. Ew. 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 Why does my water taste gross? Ew. Like, I get that it's a moldy water bottle, but why does it taste different than normal? I don't think I've ever cracked my back before. I know some people can just crack their joints on their own, but I cannot do that. I don't know how people do that. And every time people say, "Oh, I can do it for you," I get so scared. I say, "No, it's all right. You don't have to." It's so spooky whenever they do that. I just feel like something's gonna break. Oh man, I get so scared. I get too scared even. Oh, wrong layer. Wrong skin. What I wanted. Trying to figure out how to shade the clothes more now. I think I'm on a pretty good track with that. I don't really need to do much more. I can erase this part. Okay. Too much mold? I don't have that much mold. I mean, I have a lot of moldy things, like my moldy pot, my moldy water bottle, my moldy fridge, my moldy sink, my moldy trash can. It's not that moldy though. No, I get too scared, whatever. Whenever someone cracks my back for me. I remember going to... what's it called again? Chiropractor? Yeah, chiropractor to get some adjustments, right? Because I think at that time, we got into a car accident, like a really minor car accident, right? But they wanted to make sure that we didn't have any serious problems and stuff like that, so they recommended us to go to a chiropractor, get our cracked joint. Wait. It's our it's our joints cracked, right? And yeah, they did my neck, my back, and I was so scared. I was sweating so much because I thought I was gonna die, especially after the neck one. Oh my god, oh, that was way too scary for me. Have there been people that have like died after going to a chiropractor? Like I don't know what the statistic is on that. There is any. There even is any. I imagine there have been some. Snap your neck, all of a sudden die. Oh my god. I used to have a friend that used to go pretty often, like monthly. I don't know why though. Wasn't sure why. Never knew why either. But they just did. Maybe they just had money and they could. They just did it because they could. I usually assume that because they have some sort of reason for it though. Don't trust chiropractors. Oh man. Oh man. I don't either, but not necessarily because I feel like they're gonna make me come back so often, right? I get scared because I think I'm gonna die. Oh my god, or that they're gonna like break my bones. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm missing something in the clothes that I could make better, but I'm not sure what it is. Up here. Rounded. Like the light is coming from the side though, so it's like making it difficult for me to really know where I should put it. So if it was just from the top, it'd be easier, but that works. Yeah, that works. I should probably work on the ribbon. Ribbon. Okay, and we are pretty close to finishing. I keep on saying that because right now all we have is the water gun. And then we also have the foreground of the water that we need to work on. Make better. Make cleaner. I'm also kind of lazy to do that. Should I make it lower? Should I make the water lower? How would that look? It would look cute. It would look cute. I should make it lower. Over the thighs. Over the holy thiables. Lower? Lower looks better? I think it looks better this way too. Okay. What else do we need? What else do we need? Oh, right, the gun. The water gun. Oh. Can I make it so that there's water coming out of it too? I think that'd be cute, right? That'd be pretty cute. Let's make the layer there. Oops. Erase some parts here so that we can show the skin. Spoon. Is there room in the frame? What do you mean? What do you mean room in the frame? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh my god, I hit my mic. Oh my god, hopefully it was the softer part. Doesn't make a clinking noise or hurt. Oh my god, for the water. I always forget my whole... like, questions I ask sometimes. I don't know how that happens. It just does. All of a sudden, my brain forgets. But yeah, I think I could do, like, just a little spritz right there. It'd be cute. I think it'd be cute. Guys, this is taking so long. Oof. 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 It'll be worth, though. It'll be worth. Almost done. Almost done. Okay, let me try. I get my reference. Where is my reference? Where'd it go? Here. This one? Okay. I have a reference up for the moon. Now I can work on it. Oh man. This is spooky looking. I think I'm gonna use the hard brown brush for this so that it can look not as muddy and murky like how it usually does for my other stuff. So, I'm gonna work on that. Actually, let me do basic shading first. Let's see, before I work on more details. So, it'd be darker here, here for sure. Oh, I need to erase some parts. No, not the scuffed mic. Not the webcam mic. Oh my god. I don't know why everyone likes it so much. Is it just that fun to use? Is it really that fun to use? Karaoke stream. It's gonna be a while from now until I have a karaoke stream. I don't know. I feel like I'm not very good at singing, so because of that, I get scared. I get really nervous. Last karaoke stream, I was super nervous beforehand, but during it was nice because everyone was so supportive, and nice. And afterwards, I still had that feeling of nervousness after. Even more nervous than my debut. It's nerve-wracking, guys. I usually don't sing in front of others as well, so it was oof. A big oof. I'm looking at this right now. It's true. Scuffed is sometimes nice too. I don't want to be that scuffed, guys. Oof. Can I make this look shiny? In the photo here, it doesn't look very shiny. Just like no shine at all. Maybe like this? Figure out where all the big highlights would go. Big boy highlights. I should probably fix this up a bit more. Man, I'm too lazy to color in the gun. This is how the gun is angled. I feel like this whole part would pretty much be lit up, right? Or mostly lit up. Like that. Same with down here. So it'd be pretty bright. And then have some of it here. Like this and that. A little here too. Oh man. Oh no. I'm starting to get tired, guys. All of a sudden I felt immense drowsiness out of nowhere. Where did that even come from? It's just all of a sudden my brain went whack. I'm just excited for Wednesday stream. Man, I'm excited for my suffering. Let's go. Sometimes you just need a little bit of suffering, you know, in your life. Just a little. Just enough. That is how you transform as a person. Suffer. Through the spiciness. Through all that pain. I like to think my spice tolerance is pretty high now. It used to be pretty bad. Yeah, actually. Yeah. I mean, for my standards, I guess. My standards, pretty bad. I know there's some people who still... Who, like, really can't handle spice at all. Like, my sister has a difficult time handling hot Cheetos. She cannot eat hot Cheetos well. She can eat 5 at most and then she's done. It's enough spice for her for the day. My sister also really likes eating things blandly. Like, she will not add salt and pepper to her food. Like, if she were to make eggs in the morning, like scrambled eggs, she will not add salt and pepper to it. She'll just eat it like that. No butter either. No butter, no salt, no pepper, just pain. Pain and suffering. I don't understand why or how she does it. It's just so bad too. Like, every time she offers to cook for me, right? Oh man, I get a little anxious. I mean, yeah, no butter, but like some people use it to you know, grease their pan a bit, and then the flavor comes off from it, right? Like she uses oil and then just scrambles her egg like that. No salt, no pepper. She always wonders why her cooking tastes like shit too. She's like, Claudia, I don't know why my food's so bad. You always make food better, taste better. How do you do it? I add seasoning. That's how. Oh my god, you don't even need to add that much to it. It doesn't need to be like super like crazy or anything like that. Yeah, you don't need to add like 5 different spices. Like just salt, pepper, and like, you know, maybe some garlic would be good. Okay. I like using butter to grease my pan, guys. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay? Is there something really wrong with butter and eggs? Is that bad? Is that bad? I've seen so many people use butter to grease their pans when making eggs. Is that weird? Uh-huh. Juan, you're so mean! You come in and the first thing you do is trash on me. Absolutely trash on me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is that mod so mean? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty normal, right? Butter in your pan. I like butter. Butter is pretty tasty. I like adding butter to my things. It's like Dahlia, you know. She likes butter. She likes butter. She'd agree with me with the butter, even if it was buttering your eggs. oh, okay. Thank you. At least the art looks good. Thank you. You guys think that Dahlia butters her eggs? Like, adds extra butter to her eggs like that? You know, like, not only greasing the pan, but also, like, adding a little, you know, extra dab of butter in there? I feel like she does. I feel like she totally would. Dahlia's whole thing is, you know, really liking butter, right? It's not even a joke. She, like, straight up will eat butter on its own. I wonder what she does for eggs. I gotta ask everyone, all my gen mates, what they do for their eggs, what they add to it. I know some people like adding, like milk to their stuff, right? Their eggs. Get creamier. I don't like doing that though. I like it more on the fried side. I like putting in, like, a lot of oil. Like, kind of frying my eggs like that. I want it brown. I want it crispy. Crispy eggs for the win. Milk with scrambled eggs is the best, so fluffy. I used to do that, and then I stopped. I don't know why I stopped. I just did. I just didn't enjoy as much. I'm getting a good point with the gun right now. The water gun. Ugh, too lazy to add details. Ooh, I like sunny side up eggs. It's so fun. I like eating it with bread. It's common in Vietnamese households to eat it with like a baguette, right? And to dip like the bread and the egg, and then add some soy sauce and some salt and pepper. Yum 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 yum. The best way to eat it. Here's the classic dippy egg. It's just so good. I haven't done that recently though. No eggs. No eggs. I don't have any eggs here. Yeah, banh mi. Banh mi is the Vietnamese word for bread. But it's also, people call like the Vietnamese sandwich banh mi as well. So yeah, it can mean either. Eat either. Yeah, Vietnamese sandwiches are pretty good though. Ooh, I haven't eaten one in a bit. It has been a bit, but sometimes You know how baguettes are kind of hard? I mean, like, Vietnamese baguettes are a bit softer than regular baguettes, but they still destroy the roof of your mouth sometimes. If you just take, like, a straight bite out of it. Oh, man. The roof of my mouth just bleeds. Oh. It's still good, though. It's still good. 10 out of 10 would still eat. I'm gonna add some more color to this by like adding like some yellow. I was on the wrong layer. Some yellow. That's not yellow. Some yellow. Oh, no, it just looks like I dipped it in piss. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Some yellow. There we go. Now it looks better. Okay. And then we also want to add a bit of blue here. Especially at the bottom. Around the sides here. The more darker areas are. Really blend it with the background. Oop. Ah! Oh my god, my alarm! Why? I just forget about my alarms. I do that too often. I need to figure something out for that. Maybe for the sky? I kind of want to make the edges a bit darker. You around here? Oh. Actually, no, that would make more sense if it was the center. Yeah, the center. Yay! Oh my god, welcome in, Daishima! Oh my god. Yeah, the reminder to be jump scared. Yeah, I haven't been jump scared yet today. That is why I need it. Actually, no. I was scared when Dahlia raided me. I was just staring off onto my screen, right? My loading screen. Just thinking, right? Not doing much, and all of a sudden I hear my raid sound. Bow wow! Straight in my ear. Oh my god. Still fun though, still fun. Alright. I don't know if that teal color works for the edge. No, I think I'll keep it as is. Let's see. Now what I'm gonna do is actually combine all of my layers. I'm gonna make it into a folder first. And a copy of that and then combine that. Thank you, thank you! Why don't you think it looks cute so far? Still so much more to be done though. We're almost there. Almost there. Use the hard round pressure brush to add some stray hairs in. Oh, that's not the right color. Might make that a bit thinner. Maybe I should change the brush. Yeah, I kind of like this one a bit better. Yeah, and then we're just gonna add some strays here and there. Like over here. The bangs too. Up a bit. This is my favorite part of finishing up my drawings, adding the stray hairs. It's so fun. Little strands everywhere. I think I should add a little bit more. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add some up here. And here it's good. Some up here with the pink highlights. Okay. Yay! It's looking so cute. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I was struggling so much with the sketch that I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. Add some highlights here if I can, like some harsher ones. And then, of course, and I'd like the spritz of water. I don't like how it's hanging off the edge there. I'm so excited! I can't wait for this to be done. Oh. No one's gonna zoom into the gun that much. It's okay. Shh. Shh. We're gonna keep it like this. It doesn't need to be super detailed, guys, right? Right? We can add some of the depth back into here. We're doing that. Some contrast. We definitely want some contrast in there. Otherwise, it's gonna look a little blurry. We don't really want blurry. Let's save that. Okay. Okay. What else needs to be done? I think after this be the water, but I'm just gonna make sure and double check that everything else is done. Oh, and yes, you guys should also check out. Oh my god, Daishima. Because they are pretty cool, pretty swaggy. VTuber as well. So go ahead and check them out. God. Oh my god. Yeah, pretty chill stream today. Like, oh, did Photoshop freeze? No, Photoshop froze. Oh, it's right when I saved too. Well, isn't that upsetting? Oh man, Well, close that out, I guess. Reopen it. Yeah, maybe Photoshop is just thinking. Yeah, it got sick of me. Claudia, you're thinking too much. So I will do all the thinking for you. I did. Okay. So now... What? spooky. That spooked me, guys. Oh my god, I do not like that. I did not enjoy that at all. Photoshop gives me jump scares sometimes. Yeah, one of the reasons why so many people switch from Photoshop to Clip Studio is because some reason Photoshop just really like crashing. What does that mean? What does that mean? Anyways, let me add this here. I kind of want to make adjustments to the arm. Not quite loving how it looks right now. Is there a way for me to like... Ooh. I just want... Hmm? Oh, cool! I'm super excited to see it. Oh, I always love seeing art. I am most definitely excited. I'll fix this elbow a bit. Pressed OK, right? Why isn't it closing? No, Photoshop! Why do you hate me? Oh no! I can't close out of it. I can't close out of it. Oh, press OK again? There you go! Okay, let's check. Eee! Oh my god. Yeah, the arm looks a lot better now. I kind of went inward in a weird way. Well, now we got that. Got that fixed. Yes. Get those thick arms in. Those little thickies. Anyways. Do another save. I always get scared that it's not gonna save my work. Oh my god. Every time I just get... get the chills, you know? I think right here I want to do some... rays? Let's see how that will work out. Let's do... soft brush. Squirtle Saber? What's that? Squirtle... I mean Squirtle Saber. I don't know what you mean. Like the Pokemon? Bum 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 bum. Alright, so we're gonna do this tealish color over here. I want to make that actually a bit brighter. A bit too dark. Guys, trust me on this. Trust me on this. Summer Archer Saber from FTO. FTO. What's FTO? Guys, I don't know my things. I don't know my stuff. Is that a gacha game? Is that a gacha game? I only know gacha games. Actually, no, I don't know gacha games. I used to know gacha games. I don't play gacha games anymore, though. My wallet couldn't handle it anymore, so I had to stop. Sad. Ah, I see, I see. Oh my god, gacha does get you so hard. Oh my god, it's... it's so bad. My addiction to gacha when I was younger was awful. Awful. Thankfully though, a lot better. I don't play gacha games anymore. I most definitely have a gambling addiction. I always spend so much money on gacha games no matter what game it is. What type of game it is. Just trust me. Okay, I'm just testing some things out. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Okay. Okay. What do you mean again? What do you mean again? Yeah, the first time they actually took my brain and then they only left like the tiniest chunk left. Yeah, that's why I act the way I do. No more brain cells. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I was on the eraser tool, no wonder why. I thought it was because I was just on the wrong layer or something. Like a clipping mask. Sun. Look, it's the sun, guys. Okay, get rid of that a little bit. I kind of want to bring back the more yellow hues into this. Turn it back a bit. Okay. Then on the edge as well, I am going to some softer light here so that it can look like it's more part of the environment. This, I definitely want to make this bright. Actually, I'm gonna make a clipping mask for this. Just in case I want to pull it back again. I only turned it on for Valorant, the drop gun. Yeah, I just make this disappear. Hold up. Can I do that quickly? Let me drop it into the water. Oh no! Oh, shoot. Oh no! Where'd it go? I lost my gun, guys. Can you pick it up? Guys, I need it! I need it back! I can't be FPS Kitty if I don't have it! add some more here too for the lens flare. Ooh! Yeah, I had that. Lens flare effect. Make that light. And then filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's tone that one down a bit more actually. Okay. Maybe I should add some to the front. Not sure though. Definitely want more color in the end though. Not sure how to add that. Make it a little plain. It's okay though, it's not the main focus. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now it's time for the water. The water! And after that, I think we will be done? Question mark? Okay. I am gonna make a new layer for that. Make this really crisp. I use the lasso tool. That filling in with the color I want for the water. Alpha lock that so that I can add some of the teal in there. I like the teal. Teal is pretty. Airbrush that in. That's a bit too bright. Darker teal. Maybe a little too much teal. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna get rid of the alpha lock so that we can go ahead and make this look more like water. Yay! I'm gonna add some more wavy parts to this too. It can be a little messy. Messy. I also like color picking here. It just makes things easier sometimes. Color picking. This on top. Pretty much just outlining this right here. Adding some more details here and there. And try to make this look a bit cleaner than that was before, but it's pretty much gonna stay mostly the same. Just cleaner. I don't like that. No, I do not like that at all. Anyways, have any of you guys been to the beach? Or go swimming at all? Anything nice for the summer? Let's see, summer is almost coming to an end. Let's see. I don't start school until September, so my break is a bit longer than some others. Yeah, what have you guys been up to? I want to know. Anything cool? Anything fun? Anything snazzy? What the fuck? Oh my god, thank you, Dark Fire VT, for the follow and welcome to the Meowdarchy. You guys can't scare me like that, okay? Man. You guys are too spooky for me. Too spooky. Oh my god. Oh my god, not the dab. Not the dab. Get this person out of here. Get them out of here. Dabbing in my stream? How dare you? How dare you put that villainous act in here? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, right now. Okay, working on the water. Almost done. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate! So thank you, Mira! Looking good, looking good, yay! Ugh, gotta drink that water, gotta hydrate up, gotta make sure everything goes good, goes well. Putting some more details at the bottom here. Sure that it really goes well. Some bubbles. Okay, now for the best part. I'm gonna make this transparent around the center. Actually, the clipping mask instead, because I want to bring it back. Yay! I think it looks so good. Oh my god. Wowie. I think I want to make this a bit more of a bluish color because I feel like it looks just a little tad bit too green. I don't really like that green. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I should make the water splash more. Here on the sides. I think I'm gonna add some more splash. Some sploosh. Going up that way. Maybe one here too. I'm gonna go for pure white for this part. Make it shine, especially at the top of the water here. I'm just gonna add a little bit more for the watery texture. Here. I don't know how to do it though. What to do? Since the sun is shining that way, I wanna have some lightness there. Oh! Oh my god, didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, I thought Photoshop froze on me again. No, oh my god, Photoshop, stop giving me scares. You silly goose. Oh my god. What a silly goose. Yeah, make the clouds look a little bit more fluffy, because I like fluffy. Fluffy, fluffy. Fluffy, fluffy. There's some hard edges in certain spots. Just to make it a bit more defined. Otherwise, I think it's, like, pretty good. Some areas just want more definition. But here and there... I kind of try out a Gaussian blur to see how it looks. Just like slightly blurry. Nah, I'll keep it crisp. Okay, and I want to say I am done, but oh man, I kind of want to. I don't know. Oh, rainbow lens flare. Ocean blank. But yeah, other than that, we're pretty much done. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, are you so proud of me? Aren't you so proud of me? Say yes. Say yes. Clap for me, peasants. Clap for me. I shall be acknowledged for my hard work. Bum 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 bum. Green. Blue. And purple. Guys, I know it looks really weird right now, but trust me, it'll look good. It'll look good. You just like this a bit more. Nah, it's fine. And then I lower the opacity and put a Gaussian blur on that. Gaussian blur is my best friend. It just makes everything look better. Lower the opacity a bit more. Yay! And we are done! We are done, guys! Yay, 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 yay! All it took was... How much did I do yesterday? Let me check. Oh! Oh, we finished this in 2 hours and 30? Okay, and then yesterday I did it for about 2:30 as well. It took a really long time to start because I was struggling with clip steal. Yay! So about 4 hours for the coloring and rendering. Wait, no. Wait, I did math. Five. I can do math, guys. I can do math. 5 hours. Oh my god. That's a 6. And then with sketching, we don't count sketching. Shh. We ignore that. We don't want to check because we messed up too many times with it and kept on redrawing it. So I'm not gonna count that. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I guess I can clean some stuff up, like up here. Bit. Other than that, we're pretty much done. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining and watching. Oh my god. So a little sign here. You read my mind. At Claudia Tatsu for my Twitter tag. Save that. Okay, maybe I should make that a little bit neater. I feel like that was a little messy. A little bit messy. I'm gonna make that. And I can keep it at that color. Oh, not Claudia. Soup. Hey! Ah! Oh my god, my seat. I'm slipping from my seat, guys. My legs! I can't hold them up much longer. At least this chair squeaks a lot. Wanna hear it again? Wait! Can I replicate it? I don't think I can replicate that squeak again. Oh, wait. No, it's not working! Oh my god! Chair, you're lame. Lame gamer chair. Anywho. Yay, we are done with the drawing! Woo! Woo! Thank you everyone for joining today. I don't think I'm gonna post this until tomorrow. It's a little late. But don't you worry, it'll look great when we finish it up. Oh, there you go. Oh, actually, I kind of like that layer in there. Well, maybe we can. I kind of like it. It wasn't supposed to be there, but I kind of like it. But yeah. I am gonna be ending the stream soon, but I hope that you can stay with me for just a little bit longer, just the tiniest bit longer, so that we can go ahead and raid someone. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Who is streaming right now? Let me check Twitch. Twitch. Maybe. Hello, Zinakuro! Oh my god! Hello! Oh my god, thank you! We're actually just ending soon! Oh my god! But we can say hi to the people we raid. I think we're gonna raid Sylvia Serrano today. Love Sylvia. She's so cute. She's so sweet. Oh my god, she's so sweet. I love her so much. Oh my god. Anyways, /raid Sylvia Serrano. Let's go ahead and say hi to her. Right now, she is playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Ooh, with Rika Thorn. Ooh, a little collab. Okay. Hey, what's our raid message gonna be? Gonna do Meownarchy raid? Meownarchy raid with little heart. Copy and paste that for her to see. Copy and paste. Maybe spam it a little if you'd like. Alrighty. And I will see you guys. Let's see, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Overcooked with Ben. Let's go. Alright, bye guys. I love you. Mwah! Big sloppy kiss for you all for the road. Okay, bye-bye. Bye!